All right. What's up, guys? We got the UFC Song Yadong and Cory Sandhagen about to kick off the main event here. I've been watching fights all day. Today is the No Gi ADCC Championships for submission grappling, and a really crazy day for Jiu Jitsu. The number one seed in the 66 kilogram division, Gary Tonin, lost his first match in one of the craziest, disappointing performances I've ever seen. I really had him winning the whole division. We had JT Torres, the two-time reigning champion, lose his second round match against PJ Barge, who is a Eddie Bravo student, very reminiscent of Eddie Bravo's run in ADCC. And the 88 kilogram champion, Matthias Diniz, out of Marcelo Garcia's academy, lost to Giancarlo Bodini in the 88 kilogram division. So, three major upsets in that division. And man, just what a crazy day in the world of grappling. Gordon Ryan still doing his thing and winning all of his fights and events. But right now we're going to switch focus to the UFC, and we are going to watch and break down Cory Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. The fight's about to begin very soon. Let's make sure we're live. Yep, we are live. And this should be a good one. Cory Sandhagen is an excellent striker. He has had many victories from his striking, and I have a whole series here on the jab masterclass. I have a bunch of videos queued up, ready to go for you, and I'm going to be doing some filming tomorrow. And we should be able to get somewhere between 20 and 30 different kinds of jabs, different ways to use your jab, and different tactics with the jab that could help with your striking. All the time you hear that the jab is the most important punch in all of fighting, in all of boxing, in all martial arts competitions that include striking. The jab is the most important punch. Well, why are we not investigating it? Why are we not studying it like it is the most important punch? Because it is. So please check out my jab masterclass, and I really don't think you will be disappointed. Another thing that I'm a martial arts teacher. I've been teaching martial arts my whole life. One thing that I see with martial arts all the time is people will teach you how to do something, but they will not teach you the context in which that move exists. So I've seen the jab taught before as just a way to throw the punch and extend your arm, but really I have it broken down into four different sections. The first section is the foundational, the how to actually throw the punch, how to do it with your body. Then I move on to the context of controlling the fight with the jab, controlling the distance with the jab, um, being able to take your jab away from your opponent and impose your own. Then I have modifications to the jab, where you could throw the jab in non-traditional ways when you start to get really good at it. And you could sort of break the rules, as it were, of the traditional foundational variations of the jab. And then it will be how to use your jab to set up your other punches. So being able to have a lot of tools in the toolbox, or a lot of arrows in the quiver, so to say, will help you be able to utilize the most important punch in all of striking, and it will show you why it is the most important punch in all of striking. But here we have Cory Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. I was just catching the very end of the last UFC fight, and there's this guy RoboCop who just got absolutely obliterated with a couple of strikes, and he was cut so bad that they were probably going to have to stop the fight soon. And he comes back with a crazy ground and pound victory in the end of that fight. We have Song Yadong just doing the final goodbye to his team. Looks like he's on Team Alpha Male with Uriah Faber. And you see the cutman, Brad Tate, super cool guy. I messaged him on Instagram and he responded. And he's always getting into pretend fights with Gilbert Burns. And he's great. He's hilarious. He's an incredible cut man, and he has absolutely become a part of the show, if you ask me. So I always enjoy the show more when the cut man Brad is there. All right, Song Yadong has entered the octagon. They always really like to stretch out the the beginning part of this, but it will give some time for me to bump up my viewers from 1 to more than 1. Well, now we're back to 0. It was worth a shot. They're going to bring out Cory Sandhagen soon, and Song Yadong is doing backflips in the middle of the octagon. The last UFC was just so crazy with Hamzat Chimaev. I really did not expect him to be able to do that to Kevin Holland. He just went in there, didn't get hit once, and Darce choked Kevin Holland, who just won by Darce choke. So absolutely incredible, unbelievable performance again by Hamzat. And Nate came out and did his classic gangster style performance in beating people up with the boxing, and then when they come in and shoot for the takedown, to guillotine them. Great stuff from both Nate and Hamzat. Even though I wanted to see Nate and Hamzat fight, I'm sort of glad that things transpired the way they did, so that Nate and Hamzat got more shine. The unfortunate thing about striking is, or not striking, about combat sports, is that there are a lot of losers in all of the UFC fights tonight. Half the people won and half the people lost. And even more so in the ADCC, it's a, there's 100+ man divisions that are the trials or the eliminating tournaments to be able to fight in the ADCC. And you have to win against, you have so many matches, 8, 9 matches in a day to get through all of those 100+ competitors. And only one person goes home the winner, And the winner is shown to us. We see the winner as a spectator all the time. But really in that tournament, there was 150 losers and one winner. And in the first days of the ADCC tournament, there's over 1,200 competitors, and there's something only like 10 divisions. So you have 1,200 of the best grapplers in the world, and you only have 10 winners. All right, so Cory Sandhagen is 30, Song Yadong is 24. Cory is 5'11" to 5'8". Cory Sandhagen is the tallest active bantamweight, and I guess it's saying he's the same height as Sugar Sean O'Malley. And what was the last stat there? Well, it's saying I can't rewind, so I think their reach was similar. I don't know. I've heard things too. We got Herb Dean as the referee. I've heard things too, like Bruce Buffer doesn't miss a single UFC event, but I don't see him here. I don't see him. Song Yadong is the plus 165 underdog. Cory Sandhagen is the guy that most people think is going to win, and we shall see about that. Herb Dean is the referee. There's been some criticism of Herb Dean's refereeing in the past, but a lot of people like to give him credit that he's the gold standard of refereeing because he has been around so long. He was one of the original referees for the UFC. Anyway, Cory Sandhagen is the minus 195 favorite, and I believe he's fighting out of Aurora, Colorado. And he looks fired up for this fight, pacing back and forth. I wonder, I'm sure you visualize many times like you going out to fight in the octagon, but I wonder if you practice your routine like the way Cory Sandhagen's walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, if he already has that planned out in his mind of what he's going to do. All right, they're about to get underway here. And first round, here we go. Both fighters come out in the orthodox stance. Cory Sandhagen looking to establish his jab, double jab. Oh, and then he comes in looking for a takedown and pushes Song Yadong against the fence. Cory Sandhagen's ranked number 4. Song is rated number 10. I have in part of my jab masterclass using the double and triple jab as a great way of closing the distance, which you saw Cory Sandhagen do right here. Then also you could use your jab like a George St. Pierre situation, where once they're biting on the jab, then when their hands are up, you shoot in for a takedown as well. So many different ways and applications of being able to use that jab. Cory Sandhagen using a style where he switches stance. Cory Sandhagen looking to throw a crazy wheel kick here, and it kind of takes him out of position, or spinning hook kick, I guess. And he eats a kick from Song Yadong, rightfully so, for putting himself out of position like that. Both guys in the orthodox stance. Song Yadong, Cory Sandhagen's controlling the center of the octagon. He shoots in for a takedown. He clearly has this strategy of like George St. Pierre, how he uses his jab and his feints to bring the guy's hands up and as the entry for his takedown. And Cory Sandhagen looking like he is more of the endurance fighter here, but Song Yadong's strikes come in with extreme power, extreme ferocity, and it's interesting to see Cory Sandhagen go for the takedown so many times here. And Song Yadong does a very interesting takedown scramble that I've never seen before. While Cory Sandhagen was mid-shot, Song Yadong scoops Cory Sandhagen's leg and reverses the takedown and ends up on top of Cory Sandhagen. This just does not seem like traditional Cory Sandhagen. Cory goes to stand up, but a lot of times when you do that, you expose your back. And Song Yadong looking to take the back here. He's in the standing position, hanging on his back like a monkey right now. Cory's looking to shake him off, and Song Yadong's really looking to just control, putting his hands on the floor. Great stuff. A lot of times that back body lock is made even better when you off balance and are able to put their hands to the floor. Cory Sandhagen makes his way to the fence and uses the fence to be able to escape from this body lock situation. Cory Sandhagen back to his striking. Beautiful stuff here from Cory Sandhagen. Popping the jab in Song Yadong's face. Nice round kick to the stomach. It's clear that Song Yadong's strikes are so powerful that they are definitely to be feared, and you got to watch out for them. Yet Cory Sandhagen comes in, and he's not throwing so hard, but his striking looks more clean. Cory goes to look in for a takedown. Song Yadong does a crazy sprawl and brings his face to the mat so hard from this sprawl. They're exchanging jabs now. Cory Sandhagen keeps on switching his stances. Cory Sandhagen 2, 3, 4, 5 jabs in a row. Song Yadong's strikes definitely have way more of an effect than Cory Sandhagen. It's crazy. It almost looks like they're in two totally different weight classes, where Cory Sandhagen's doing the right thing here and using his jab and mixing up his stance, using a variety of angles and stuff. And Song is more coming in, throwing crazy punches at crazy angles, but both are being effective in what they want to accomplish. And that concludes the first round. Interesting stuff there. Interesting first round for Cory Sandhagen and Song Yadong. If you are my one viewer watching, I appreciate you so much. Throw something in the comment section or the chat, and I will happily answer. And I lost my OnlyFans. Maybe I need to start an OnlyFans here. Maybe I would make more money doing that. All right, we got the commercial going right now, and then they're giving, each corner is giving them advice. Kind of a crazy matchup here. You could definitely see Song Yadong as the more relaxed, calm fighter, and he charges the center of the octagon at the beginning of round 2 here and takes the center, starts to take the initiative, and is sort of saying that you're going to have to respect my power to you more than when you hit me. Cory Sandhagen throwing a flying knee here. A lot of people are commenting that Song Yadong won the first round. I don't know if I agree. And a really serious strike here from Song Yadong. Backs Cory Sandhagen up against the fence. Cory Sandhagen throwing that flying knee that's becoming a patented maneuver for him. Throwing a nice hook to the body as well as Cory Sandhagen. And a nice takedown, beautiful takedown here from Cory Sandhagen. But right back up to his feet for Song Yadong. It's one thing to take someone down, but it's another thing to hold them down and keep them down. Those are two separate things. Another takedown attempt here from Cory Sandhagen. It's interesting. Usually you see Cory Sandhagen being the guy that wants to strike in these fights and these exchanges, but he's turning into quite the wrestler in this fight. He shoots in for another takedown, but sort of sloppy here. Song Yadong knew it was coming and was able to easily counter. Looks like Song Yadong has some sort of cut, though. There's definitely some blood. Hard to exactly tell who it's coming from here. Ooh, there's a lot of blood. Oh, yeah, looks definitely like a cut above Song Yadong's eye right here. One of the best places to cut someone is right above the eye because it. Oh, huge elbow from Cory Sandhagen there. Beautiful stuff. Another thing is that the elbows off the clinch has become a major part of MMA. They could change a entire fight. And Song Yadong really bleeding into his eyes here, really kind of affecting him, and it really has Song Yadong's attention in this fight. I would love to see a replay of what strike exactly it was from Cory Sandhagen that was able to get that major cut above his eye. There's also not a lot of skin or fat underneath between your eyebrow and your skull. So this place cuts very easily. And especially if you've been cut there multiple times, scar tissue forms, and then it's easy to recut open that scar tissue once again. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try something. I don't know. If you are my one viewer watching, please throw something in the chat and I will respond. We got Cory Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. We got 43 seconds left in the second round. Song Yadong with a huge cut above his eye. Let's see how this will affect the fight. Cory Sandhagen looking like he wants to throw a front kick to the face and really sort of keeping on putting on it, keeping to keep attacking that big cut that Song Yadong has. Nice break here for Cory Sandhagen, who was definitely seemed like he was the one who was feeling Song Yadong's punches. Oh, and a nice elbow off the clinch. Song Yadong charging forward like a wild man, throwing crazy looping punches to Song Yadong's face. They're gonna have to put the cut man right on that cut because that is serious. Jeez. And they got the doctor in there already. They got Herb Dean in there. And this fight might be stopped with how serious of a cut that is. They're showing the replay now. Ah, an upward elbow, it looks like, was the thing that made that cut. Beautiful stuff there from Cory Sandhagen. Beautiful upward elbow. That's pretty epic. The doctor has a close eye on what's going on. And it looks like he's going to let them continue fighting. Boy, I bet you that thing stings. Beautiful upward elbow from Cory Sandhagen. Beautiful round kick to the stomach, too, here from Cory Sandhagen. You know, in one sense, being a fan of striking, you want the more technical striker to win in a way. So I want Cory Sandhagen striking to prevail because he's using more technically correct striking. I did striking for many years, and I'm just getting back into teaching it with showing my jab masterclass instructional here on YouTube. But brings back my love and appreciation for the technical striking ability that you're watching Cory Sandhagen do in this fight. But you also got to respect Song Yadong's power, where he's able to throw these looping shots, these big punches with a lot of force and a lot of ferocity onto Cory Sandhagen's face. We got 3 minutes 41 seconds left in this third round. Let's see if Cory Sandhagen can close the show here with this gigantic cut on Song Yadong's head. That has become the new target for Cory Sandhagen. Keep messing with that cut. Keep trying to open it. The cutman did an excellent job closing it up and putting a lot of Vaseline on it and pinching that thing shut so that it's not doing too much bleeding up. But it looks like it just opened and it's starting to come across and bleed into Song Yadong's eyes. Cory Sandhagen very jab happy here. Oh, beautiful. He times Song Yadong's shot and he does a body lock takedown. Song Yadong defends. He comes in with a knee right to that big cut on the eye. Beautiful stuff. Even in the clinch, he's fighting for head position and making sure that he scrapes that eye. Even the doctor, you could see he's on the outside of the cage looking in, looking very closely at that cut. It would not be too crazy of a thing to stop this entire fight from just that cut. I've seen things like this happen before. Cory Sandhagen again shooting in with the takedown. Nice round kick to the head from Cory Sandhagen. Song Yadong seems to be enjoying himself in the midst of this adversity. Got to respect that. Blood coming all the way down his face with a big smile. 1 minute left in this third round. And man, that cut is just bleeding into his eye, bleeding into his face. The doctor's going to have to take another serious look at this cut at the end of this round here. We got 46 seconds left in this third round. And this fight is turning into a bloodbath. Cory Sandhagen keeps on trying to throw these strikes at that cut. So Cory's head, nose, from fighting the head position, neck, elbows, shoulders, feet are all stained with blood. 10 seconds left in this third round. Oh, a nice combination here where you're throwing the hook to the head and a hook to the body. Another great tactic that a lot of strikers and boxers use. And time. The doctor's going to have to come back into the ring and check this out. The cut man immediately is trying to put cloth on it, trying to put this big metal box on it that's supposed to help. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're showing a close-up of the cut, and it is gruesome. Gruesome. He's putting this like Q-tip type thing in it. Jesus. It's so big that it's bigger than the Q-tip. The whole Q-tip fits in it, and the cut. Oh my god, you could like see his friggin' skull. Wow. And the cut man's just looking to put Vaseline all over it and try to address it. You have the doctor looking at it again. Man, that does not look so good. I would not be surprised if the doctor stopped it. And he's whispering in the ear of Herb Dean. Not a good sign. Let's see what happens here. And it looks like they're going to allow him to continue. Wow, crazy. Round 4, here we go. Wow. I wonder what the doctor whispered in Herb Dean's ear, because the last time the doctor was just like, yeah, he's okay. Let him keep fighting. But this time the doctor came over and deliberately whispered something in Herb Dean's ear. Aljamain Sterling says Sandhagen's up 3-0, which I agree with. A couple other fighters were commenting in that Song Yadong had won 1 or 2 rounds, and I did not agree with that. Here we are in round 4 with 4 minutes 16 seconds left. And man, Cory Sandhagen throwing these weak strikes with his kicks to Song Yadong's legs. I wonder if it's in his head as well. I wonder if it's in Cory Sandhagen's head at all. Like, this guy's got half of his head hanging off. Like, what do I got to do to finish this, you know? Oh, beautiful takedown here from Song Yadong, where he catches the kick of Cory Sandhagen and sweeps out the other leg. Classic stuff. And he's really getting that cut on the ground here. He's smothering him with his head, so Cory Sandhagen's entire chest and body is filled with blood. This is a real gruesome fight, even for me, where I generally am a fan of violence. I really like violence, but even this is a lot, because that cut, man, is so deep you could see his friggin' skull. Cory Sandhagen works his way back up to his feet here. Another thing with the blood is it makes the grappling exchange way more slippery. It can already be very slippery when there's a lot of sweat, but when there's blood and sweat, it just turns into like this slip and slide type thing. Cory Sandhagen using a nice leg trip here from the body lock. Oh, and then a nice flying knee too. Man, Song Yadong's face is just all messed up here. He's definitely going to have to go to the hospital. No question that he's going to have to get stitches or staples, or I don't know what they're going to do to repair that thing. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this 4th round. Wow. What a crazy fight this is. You know, I've been training martial arts my whole life. Sometimes I get sad that I'm not in here fighting in the UFC, but then I see a cut like that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that I'm commentating and that I don't have to do this. Man, some nice head movement here from Song. Cory Sandhagen going for the takedowns, and you're really seeing a multi-dimensional element here of Cory Sandhagen's game, where I so respect that he's fighting this fight like an MMA fighter, where I feel like a lot of guys just have a particular strategy where they're like really good at striking. So they just try to turn the whole fight into a kickboxing match. And shout out to Cory Sandhagen for turning this into a real MMA fight. For me as a fan, it's like, why not see all of the different facets of the game? "23 seconds left in this fourth round." Song Yadong here has butterfly guard, has feet on hips. Cory Sandhagen correctly controlling the legs. Push him up against the fence. 4 seconds left in this fourth round, and time. All right. Song Yadong had so much blood in his eyes that he basically couldn't see at all and needed to have someone help him to get him up. This is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they stopped the fight from this cut. Oh man. It looks just so brutal. Usually I'm fine with these cuts, or these things don't bother me, but this is a real gash in Song Yadong's head. But as always, the cut man doing a phenomenal job. The doctor's right there, whispering in Herb Dean's ear. Doctor taking a good look at him. Doctor says, "Open your eyes." Doctor whispering in Herb Dean's ear, and Herb Dean waves it off. I believe that's the end of the fight. Yep. Yes, that looks like it's the end of the fight. Rightfully so. Song Yadong needs some immediate medical attention here. And I think the doctor did the right call here in calling this fight, because that thing looked absolutely nasty. All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow for more ADCC. I will be continuing with the Jab Masterclass, and I will be coming with more videos to break down for you, show you, and to do for you. Thank you guys so much. Much love, and I will see you all later.